At the age of 15, I decided to walk up to a cafe owner and ask for a job. I think that was quite ballsy of me. I didn't think I would get the job given that I had no experience, but the owner decided to give me a chance. Like many people in the coffee industry, I fell in love with the art of making coffee and also drinking coffee. And during my time working in the cafe shop, I learned the fundamentals of making both espresso and the filter coffee. But when your first taste of coffee is from a specialty coffee shop, it sets an overly high expectation of what coffee should taste like. Now, I wanted to replicate those experiences at home. Hi, I'm Vero and I'm a product designer and I love drinking coffee. Previously, I placed my coffee machine close to the kitchen. Although it looks great alongside the wooden cabinet, I find it a little constraining given the limited countertop and also a little frustrating when the oil spillage occurs. I've always wanted to create a dedicated space for all my coffee gears. I'm using a storage unit from IKEA called Brawl, and it is quite affordable and it's also very easy to assemble. Now let's get started with the star of the show, my Lelit Bianca. Personally, I love how it looks, especially when it has this vintage wooden vibe to it. It's just exactly what I'm looking for. It has precise water temperature control, a water flow paddle, and a dual boiler. The reason why I decided to go for a dual boiler is because I can steam my milk and also pull an espresso shot at the same time. But as you can see, I'm still a long way before being able to do both at the same time. I don't have all the specs of these coffee machines, but it's more than I could ever ask for. The only flaw I see is my ability to make consistent espresso shot. And just as most coffee enthusiasts say, the most important piece of your coffee equipment is your grinder. I've watched a lot of review and decided to go for the DF64 because of its price point and the value it provides. However, it does come with some challenges such as having to do a burr alignment when you get it and certain aspect of the experience using it. This Polex grinder was my first ever grinder, which I still use when I need something portable on a camping trip. In order to show you my process, let me show you my puck preparation. When it comes to tools and accessories, it can be quite controversial on what is considered as essential and what is a nice to have. I start with the RDT water spray technique to reduce static and grind retention. Then I use my WDT tool to help break up the clumps and also to increase the coffee distribution. I'm also using a dosing funnel and a distributing tool. I find it not as important as the previous mentioned tool that I use. And finally, I use the tamper that came with the Lelit Bianca, which does the job pretty well. Like I said, some tools are essential, some are just a nice to have. You can still make great coffee without it. Someday I'm more successful in steaming milk, someday I have performance anxiety in front of a camera. This is my rainbow kettle from Brewista, one of my favorite coffee tools since my college days. I bought it because it was $20 cheaper than the regular color, and it used to be cool, now it's a little out of trend, but hey, it works just fine. And it's been with me for more than 3 years. It got me through assignments, reports, exams, you name it. Now before I got all these extra machine, I live off a simple grinder, a kettle, and a V60. It's cheap and it's reliable, and for most beginners, I would recommend even getting an AeroPress machine because it's just very light and easy to carry around. And these are the cups that I've collected over the years when I travel, and it's a nice piece of memory to hold on to. However, for latte art, I find Duralex cup and the Acme cup to be more functional. If you've come to the end of the video, thank you for watching. Leave a comment below of what you wanted to watch next, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh, and subscribe if you haven't already.